Hey. Welcome to Girl Chat Sports with Mo and Mel. It's Wednesday, West Coast Wednesdays, and bless you.
I turned my mic off, so hopefully you didn't hear me sneezing.
Oh,
But
no, I hear you, but I seen that.
Yes, I had a
Anyways,
sneezing fit. It's crazy.
we appreciate y'all for joining in. If you are just tuning in, make sure you go subscribe to our YouTube and check us out on social media at Girl Chat Sports. We have had quite the weekend with divisional playoffs. We've got a lot more stuff going on this weekend, both here in Vegas as well as the conference championships. And there's going to be no show next week. So just FYI, taking a little break. I'm going to go get a tan, and that's what's happening. So no show next week. We'll be back before the Super Bowl.
Takes her a week to get dark, y'all. Takes her a week.
Man, listen, takes me a week. Takes you a week
to get dark.
Hey, listen, this winter white, I'm not with it. And we are going to miss next Wednesday is National Girls and Women in Sports. It is the very first Wednesday in February every year. So make sure you support women in sports. Make sure you post about girls and women in sports, and make sure you celebrate girls and women in sports. So shout out to everybody out there. For those that are in there, shout out to Donnell. What's up, Goose? Let the ball bounce. We appreciate you tuning in. Kinte, thanks for checking in. Yo, B Sal in the house. I thought he was just famous after his VGK cranking, you know what I mean? What's up, Brian? Make sure to check out Brian Local News 3 Sports here in Vegas. Anyways,
what's up, guys? Let me give my shout outs because I don't want you to go on a thing yet. So shout out.
Well, I didn't know yet because you was muted, so I wasn't sure.
I was typing. Shout out to my boy Rashad, who went to see the piano lesson right now tonight with Samuel Jackson and John David Robinson, which I would like to have gone to. So I am low key jelly that he got to do that. And my screen is blurry, I'm noticing. Let me wipe it off. I don't know if I can wipe you down, but shout out to the fellas. Thanks for tapping in. Really appreciate you. B Sal's like a unicorn. What you doing in the chat? I can't believe you're doing this tonight. Mr. Crankum Soldier Boy
Mr. Crankum
at the VGK game. He's like a celebrity now.
God, he's big time.
We're blessed with
big time in these streets.
He's probably gonna tap in for 5 minutes and then tap on out. But we get it. We appreciate the love.
He's got a show to do, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Semantics. You got time for us. Appreciate you though, brother. Yeah. Oh, that's you just interviewed Santana yesterday? Oh, yeah, you definitely
big time.
Famous. Big time. And
big
you
time.
Santana? You know, I like Santana. I'm a black magic woman. What the heck? Can't spell all of y'all. Y'all not ready for me. Not this year, 2023. But anyway, let's get into it. I guess you got some topics. You got a whole bunch of stuff. I saw the topics you sent me and everything. Listen, that's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of DV stuff going on. And I don't know if I want to unpack all of that. So you better pick one good one and let's roll with that. Because I can't take all of this. It's crazy.
We're not going to take... We're
going to... losing their mind.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like Mercury Retrograde is done. There shouldn't be any more of this craziness. But it's like the crazy got times 10.
Yeah, for real. Like what's going on?
We're gonna get to some hot topics first. We need to talk about Uncle Shannon here. I think everybody had seen him and go off a little bit during the Grizzlies game. I'm just John Morant's dad, man. T. Morant. He just want to be in the mix so bad. I don't know why he brought himself in, but here's a little breakdown of what happened. There is no audio, sorry, but if you're watching or if you're listening, just make sure you go to YouTube and watch our show. Yeah, sorry for the no audio, but I think we all caught. I think Twitter went awry. Shannon Sharpe was apparently talking some smack with Dylan Brooks there on court when the Lakers were playing the Memphis Grizzlies. Steven Adams got into it with them, and the rest of the team showed up. Next thing you know, Team Moran's
Right.
coming in from the other side. It was ridiculous. It was just
Well, the
it
F
was
you
too
here,
much.
F you there, F that this, F that there. And Steven Adams is by far the only one that probably could give him that action. Just for size.
Probably
size.
the
If we had to
only
go
one
up.
that could attempt to give him the action.
I don't even know if it's an attempt. Did you see Steven Adams? That's Carl Draco
Well, yeah.
from James Jones.
I mean,
That's the one that could get that action. Like, that's the
Right.
matchup.
He was
tall,
ready.
big-built
He was
dude
ready.
for a former tight end who's built like a fridge. Like, that would have been the matchup of the year. Like, I
The
feel like the Paul
year.
brothers need to get on that for the circuit fight. But I
Yeah.
digress. To pick on T. Morant, and we saw T. Morant in person. You could take him. I could take him. That's not really a fair squabble. So they did have to reconcile.
And why are the glasses on every single game? Like, are we just,
that's his signature look.
Because he want to be Usher? He want to be Usher. That's what
That's his signature look. Or he doesn't like looking people square in the eyes. I mean, you got people like that wear their sunglasses at night just because they don't want to do it. Maybe he's challenging Stevie Wonder. I don't know. I just know that this was not the matchup that we needed to see. You're fighting with a person that could be your son, Shannon. Your son.
Hello.
T. Moran is probably like what? Early 40s, if that, late 30s.
Yeah, maybe
he's young.
that.
You know what I mean?
40s, yeah.
Yeah, so that's your son. That's your son. So you have no choice but to reconcile. But Steven Adams is a whole grown man. And Dylan Brooks was not scared either. I believe the Warriors, let's hope they will. Shoot, the Warriors been slacking, but we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But one thing about Shannon, he did have on that $3,100 cardigan, the patchwork cardigan that, of course, the fashionistas, I don't know if you were into it or not too, but a lot of people were trying to figure out where this cardigan is from and what it's about. But he was ready to break down and fight somebody.
It almost looked like one of the Coogee sweaters. One of the Coogees. Like somebody reinvented a Coogee.
Yeah.
No, not Gucci, like the Coogee sweaters or Bill Cosby.
Coogee, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it looked like a patchwork Coogee type situation. And $500 ain't nothing for him. That's like $5. You're gonna take the sweater.
No, $3,100.
Oh, 31. Oh, that's a drop in the bucket too. That's a drop in the bucket. Yeah, you spend that on shoes. People spend that on shoes. Not you personally, but I'm saying.
I was for a lot of shoes.
That's a bag. What you talking about? That's a Chanel Caviar, the small one for $3,100. That's just a purse. That's like, let me put my purse down right quick. I'm not letting you scratch, snag, or do nothing to my knitted crochet sweater that my grandma made. But you know what made this funny, Mel, about this whole situation? It wasn't even funny about the fight. It wasn't funny about any of all that stuff. What was funny was the meme action that was going with the expression of Shannon Sharpe. All
He's a new meme
that came out were hilarious. They were hilarious.
And I wish I would have got some. There was a lot of them that was like, how you look at your daddy or how you look at your kids when they say what to you, and he has that. It's the sideways look. There was that little look at the end that Shannon gave him. It was pretty funny, but
that's
the memes were great.
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna be one of those memes that lives on forever. That's for sure.
Somebody said it would make a fire album cover.
I think someone did put that. Didn't you send me, or you put that something? I don't know.
I put it on our post thing with the parental advisory explicit lyrics. They knew. Yeah. And B-Sal, I love that you're paying attention to my hair. I started the lock journey last year. I'm coming up almost on 2 years. And I need you to pay attention. So this is nothing new for 2023. It's just that they're starting to lengthen. Starting to be able to shape.
She got some growth in there. She got all that.
Mm-hmm. They're about to get long and fast.
About to be on them shoulders soon.
Yeah, I started last July when they were like this little. I see how much you don't pay attention to me, but I'm glad you're paying attention.
Ouch! She's coming at you, B-Sal. She is coming at you. I love that you're
paying attention to me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Yep.
Let's see. We got another hot topic, and this one hit a little closer to home. So over the weekend, we found out that Dearica Hamby was getting traded to the Sparks in return for Amanda Zoe and a second-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but there's more to that.
Right. We all saw that. We're like, oh, wow. Like, that was a shocking, kind of surprising, for some of us. Some of us not. I didn't say all of us. And then Dearica comes out with a whole Instagram post and tweet in regards to, first she said thanks to the Aces and the fans and to, the Las Vegas. But then she goes into a whole thing about how being traded was a business, but she was lied to, she was bullied, she was discriminated against, she was accused of signing an extension knowing she was pregnant. She states that she was told she didn't hold up her end of the bargain because no one expected her to become pregnant, that they even asked her if she was even taking precautions to get pregnant because they didn't, that they were trading her because they needed her to be ready and they needed bodies. And as she said, and I think as what we think too, and we need to figure out what the rest of the story is, because the Las Vegas Aces has been proud and knowing of having a women's management. They are almost all women. Most of them, I think, if not all of them, are mothers. So for this kind of situation to transpire, it comes into question, like, what's really happening here? What went down?
First of all, she was sending out tweets before the whole message that she wrote out. She was already on some subtext stuff prior to the trade. She was already dropping little gems that something was going on, something was amiss. What I find very disturbing about it, and she might have a case for, is that management is asking her personal questions regarding the circumstances of her pregnancy. And to me, I think that's a little kind of off and weird, because you're going to ask somebody if it was planned, if it was unplanned, or did you know you were having this? And I get it. Maybe the circumstances were leading to the fact that, we going to be able to have you for the first half of the season because of maternity leave, or you still in, you still haven't had the baby yet and all of that kind of stuff. But still, it just is a little kind of strange.
If they were going to be keeping it to basketball and her being able to play, and if she's going to be in shape or she's ready, but she kind of made it sound like she's been, staying in the gym. She's been trying to be focused because she does want to return in the season. But unfortunately, that what happened. The WNBA has
like a stipulation against being pregnant in the league.
I don't think it's a stipulation. I think the contract she signed, it sounds more like they were assuming she wouldn't be pregnant. Not to say that should be okay, but I mean, it's a women's league. I don't know. I didn't see the contract
to say she couldn't get pregnant. Then I don't know. I just thought.
Well, I mean, you also have Nevada workers' rights laws. So is she an employee? Is she's employed in Nevada? Those things would also, I think, come into be a case too, because there are women's rights here in Nevada for working and mothers and having time off. So, yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I know that the Aces do need, they do want to have bodies because they've always been shorthanded, like one or two players, and we do need that. But the way this went down, and maybe there's another side of the story, who knows? But we'll
there's a side of the story. There's always two sides, and then there's the True Hollywood story. So hopefully we get the 30 for 30 on all of this.
The 30 for 30 will come out.
Settles. Yeah.
Will come out after the 2023 season. So
it's crazy.
We shall see how that goes. But we wish Dearica the best of luck, and we wish her luck in LA. But and we're sad. We're gonna miss Amaya. And she was a big part of the Aces, just her dance cams. Like that was.
She'll always be an ace. She'll always be an ace. Both of them.
She will.
She'll always be an ace.
Always and forever.
But I didn't expect Dearica to stay. Her production was low in the postseason. She wasn't really playing up. When she announced the pregnancy at the rally / championship parade, I honestly thought, okay, this possibility that they may possibly trade her or not keep her.
You thought it was done?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it, I didn't.
If you want
I
to go
figured
for a big, we have no bigs. She would be the only viable candidate to trade up for a big person. Honestly. You can't get rid of Jackie. You can't get rid of Chelsea. You can't get rid of Kelsey. You can't get rid of Asia.
Well, they could have let go Tia or TP and Kia, but Kia actually
they're
been
already
pretty
free
good
agents,
for us.
though. They're free agents, so that's cap space for us. There's 3 players on it. That's free. That's cap space for us. So you necessarily wouldn't have to give her up. You need one on that ranking. Who would you give up? Just honestly, flat out. If I had to say Asia, Jackie, Chelsea, Kelsey,
I mean,
Dearica. Who you gonna, exactly.
Yeah. And we can get into that a little bit later when we talk about the WNBA, because there are some rumors as to the free agents and where they're, having talks at and what teams they're talking to, and if any of those ties come to Las Vegas. There are a lot of Jugadores logos. I'm going to keep a couple out, but there's a couple. I know Donnell's still in the chat because one of his Niners boy, Charles Amanihu was arrested just shortly after their win, mind you, on Sunday. So Monday, he gets arrested for a misdemeanor DV in San Jose. Police reported to the house around 4:40 on Monday. Apparently, the woman there, who was supposed to, apparently his girlfriend, says that he pushed her down to the ground during an argument. They didn't have any visible signs of bruises, but she did say that she had pain in her arm. So he got booked into Santa Clara County Jail before being released on bail. And the 49ers aren't sure. They're still conducting an investigation. And so his status for the game in Philly this Sunday is unclear. Not the way to celebrate. Not the way to celebrate Joe. To celebrate Joe victories.
I mean, Niners are still a formidable opponent.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, again, we don't know the facts. But yeah, it's still just, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
we don't know the facts. You know, these are the stories that are just putting out there.
Yeah, we are just reporting the news.
She ain't got to report it, though, Donnell. She ain't got to report it. She's doing that out of spite. You know that, right? You know she's
No, it's not. Listen, I got a list of six. I got a list of six people here. And I put my Seahawks on there too.
You don't have to mention all six. You could put the best one you want to talk about, and we'll go with that. See, she did that on purpose.
I mean, do you even like that? I mean, do you even like rank best stupid stuff that these players are doing? Like that just sounds. I don't know.
They rank the funniest videos. They might as well rank the top TVs. What's the wildest one you got on your list? There were some that were pretty wild. I think the Conor McGregor one was kind of wild.
The Conor McGregor one just sounds kind of old. I mean, Conor McGregor. Okay, so Conor McGregor, apparently during his yacht party he had for his birthday last summer, there's a woman now who's reporting to the Dublin police and the Dublin News that he became aggressive with her, physically assaulted her, kicked her in her midsection, punched her on her chin, and threatened to drown her. Of course, McGregor's spokespeople say that he is denying all the accusations made of him as from the guests in the boat, but they're looking into it. There's no charges being filed yet. There's just an investigation, apparently. Who knows what may come of that one? I feel like we've seen him in this light before, so that's nothing new.
The drowning, though. Geez. The drowning.
He's gonna drown you. I mean, I don't know. There is a sad yet Jugador. So this one, Coben Porter, he is the brother of Nuggets Michael Porter Jr. He was arrested on early Sunday morning after a fatal crash in Denver. He plays for the University of Denver, and apparently he was arrested for suspicion of vehicular homicide. He was reckless driving after he ran a red light, crashed into another car near the U of Denver's campus around 2 a.m. The driver of that car died. The passenger of that car was taken into the hospital and survived, and he was detained, released on a $20,000 bond Sunday afternoon. And also that Sunday, Michael Porter Jr. did not play due to personal reasons. And I'm sure this being that, his brother had this happen. So unfortunate for him, but another reason to call an Uber, to get a Lyft, get a friend to drive. I just don't see...
people don't think they're drunk because they're drunk.
I get it. And then look at things like this happen. So
it keeps happening. It has not changed. What's gonna make the change happen?
I don't know. For the last one, I do, I really like Matt Barnes, and I've kind of where did I put did I not put him in here? Where is I thought I had his video in here. Why don't I?
Okay, so explain what happened to you.
I got it. No, I don't.
Oh, you got it? You got the video? Oh.
Do I have it? Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Hang on. So Matt Barnes apparently was at the Cowboys-Niners game on Sunday, and he and his fiance, I don't know if his fiance was with him, but apparently he ran into his fiance's ex. They must have had some kind of words, wish I knew what it was, and then he spit on him, and someone caught it on tape, on film. So That's not a good look when you're also anchoring some of these sports shows now. I've seen him like, on ESPN or on TNT, and he also does the Up in Smoke. Man, that just
You spit in somebody's face. You spit in somebody's face. That is a low. You don't do that. Like, that is just not cool.
That's some wild.
No, it's just wrong. It ain't spit in a black man's face. Your beige rage got the best of you that you felt like you had to spit in this man's face. No, you be stomped all over that freaking stadium for real. Like that. You don't spit in nobody's face. How dare you? No. And especially we coming off of COVID and stuff. That's almost like a death blow. You gonna spit in my face? Oh, that's no, terrible. Honey. Mad disagrees. On that. For real.
He said the only thing I got for him is if dude threatened to kill him, but I
don't even think that was a threat.
Wouldn't you want to just swing on it? Wouldn't you just want to swing on him instead? I just don't see why you wouldn't want to just swing.
But if someone was threatening you can't swing because you're acting soft. You already got one case of where you was fighting with old boy over your ex-wife. You drove over to his house on Derek Fisher, so you already got a case of assault with that. So now you're gonna spit in people's faces? No, you get no pass on that. And he's gonna go on his little apology Instagram and say that somebody's gonna check him, talk to him, and pull him aside and said, you just can't, that's code. You don't spit in.
You gotta say something.
You don't do all of that. And he's gonna say a little statement. He may not. Sometimes Matt does what he does and keeps it pushing. But I'm sorry, he would not get away with that. That is not okay. That is totally not okay. I don't care who
that
you are.
Is just you ain't disgusting.
You're not.
Shout out to Mama. Not. Hey, Mama. Hey, Mama's in the comments. Hi, Mom.
And shout out to Donnell because he is. But spitting on someone, it is the absolute. I don't know if people know, and I know I'm in a mixed cultural audience and a host that may not know the rules when it comes to Black folks. You do not spit in our face. There's historical, traumatic connotations of spitting in another person's face that is Black or any person of color. You just don't spit on people's face, in their face. That is wrong. It's unexcusable. You will get stomped out. And it's just not okay. That's period. Like, he has to come out and say something. You don't do it. You know the rules. But see, it's a whole context of things. I could go into a whole bunch of layers of this, and this is not the pod for it. I'll talk to my other brethren about this and sisters. But we could go into a whole dichotomy of why this is a thing. But I'm just telling you right now, America, spitting, you do not do that. Spitting is a no-go. That's where we cross the line. We have a history of being spit on. We have a history of all these others. No, you're not going to do that. That's worse than the damn slap.
Like I said, that was the...
You're not spitting in my face.
Shocking.
I accidentally spit on you for talking. I get that. But you literally threw a loogie at this guy. Inexcusable.
And that's just disgusting and period. I just... Ugh.
COVID. Hello.
I can't.
You are putting your bodily functions on somebody else, sir. That's the reaction you get. That's a Mitch move if I've ever seen in my life. Hi, Freddie. Welcome to the chat. Yes, it is. And it's not only a Lakers jersey. It is the Kobe Bryant 24 Lakers jersey.
The 24.
My Lakers play tonight. Hopefully we'll have a better success than last night.
And shout out to Freddie. We are linking up with the Sports Empire Network. So make sure you get out there and follow Sports Empire Network. There are a lot of great sports podcasts out there. So we're, just trying to mix and mingle and check on people. So make sure if you're watching us, you're watching them. If you're watching them, you're watching us. So we appreciate that. Let's move into some Vegas sports. Okay. So this weekend, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got the Pro Bowl here this weekend. Next weekend.
Already?
Sorry. Next weekend. I'm getting my weekend. I just know I'm not here. But the Pro Bowl is here next weekend. They've got the Pro Bowl games captains. Pete Davidson for the NFC and Snoop Dogg for the AFC. I don't even know how I can even have Pete Davidson representing the NFC. But
he chose right. Pete Davis is a player.
And we got flag football now. It's going to be flag football now. There's no
watching
more.
That?
And people
Who's
are
watching that? I mean, seriously, like I'm not.
I think more people will be coming to the Celebrity All-Star basketball game on Saturday.
I feel like that must be the look.
Kelsey Plum is going to be there. It's Team Mayweather versus Team Diggs. Yes, both Stephon and Trayvon Diggs. Okay. You've got the former NBA coaches Gary Payton and Dennis Rodman. So this is going to be Saturday the 4th at the I think it's Cox or maybe Thomas and Mack, but it's at 5:30. You can get tickets starting at $30. If you want more information on who's going to all be there, shout out to Mike Dixon. You can go to vegasportstoday.com and check out the article they have. They got all the people that are going to be there, the celebrities, the players that'll be taking part in the game. But big shout out to our own aces, Kelsey Plum, who will be there and playing in the game. So
Cox Pavilion, though, is a small.
Well, I don't know. The flyer says Cox, but then I was reading that it was like Thomas and Mack. I don't know. Who knows? Goose said he thinks the Pro Bowl is going to be more competitive as flag football.
Okay. They can have that at the park then. That's fine. I mean, honestly, I just... Why even have this stupid thing? I mean,
they should have just had the AFC Championship here in Vegas, and then we would be good.
Somebody pulling a flag, and the flag, they mess up their wrist. I mean, I don't know. These kids are such a liability these days. I don't even think they need to have no kind of situation going on. But
shout out to Brian Salmon again. It's going to be at Thomas and Mack, supposedly.
Oh, at the Mack. So okay, good.
That's
I was about to say for that, Cox is a small venue.
So I don't know if y'all knew, but the WNBA All-Star tickets went on sale last week. They were a pretty good price, like $50 for lower bowl in some areas. Upper old bowl was like $28. Let me just tell you, these are the only non-resale tickets left when I checked an hour ago. And these aren't full sections. These are like maybe half sections each. So out of all the seats in here, these are the only non-resale tickets. Everything else has been bought up and is now getting flipped. Like some of these tickets that were $50 are getting sold for $250. Some of them that were $100 are now going for $650. The courtside seats that were going for $450 are now going for $2,500.
You know why though, right?
Tell me why.
BG. Not that she's playing, but she might be there.
But I don't think that can't just be it. I feel like it's about. I think people want to come back to Vegas. I think Vegas is a better city for the All-Star game.
But where they sold out that years before, this is like a bigger year because it's BG. I'm telling you the honest truth. This is what's selling. She's going to be in the building. Everybody wants all eyes on her. She may not be playing, but everybody wants to see what she's going to be doing. And then when they flip those tickets, it's that same thing. I mean, to see Stewie, none of them ever sold like this. It's BG.
I haven't seen it.
It's BG. I'm telling you. I know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't checked them before because we usually just.
Yeah. I think it's great though that they're selling like this, but I think she is the factor as to why they are selling. They are in hopes to see that she will be there.
Well, and she also hopes them that she brought women's basketball kind of out too. I mean, for those that really weren't watching,
absolutely,
they figured out
what kind of tribute they'll do for her during that ceremony. Who knows what will happen with her being a guest there, whatever. But I think that's the seat fill for her. Is her being there.
What's up, Key? Shout out.
I can't wait either.
We can't wait to see. It's gonna be good. Yeah. It's gonna be real good.
But I say shout out to them for selling out like that and having nothing open deck. But I think it's because BG.
Man, it'll be good. I can't wait. I'm excited. I may or may not have gotten tickets that we may or may not be able to, get rid of towards the game time. We'll see what happens. So stay tuned to Girl Chat. You know what I mean? Also in Vegas next Thursday, the East versus West Shrine Bowl. This is, of course, benefiting Shriners Children's Hospital while also showcasing some of the future hopeful NFL players. It's going to be coached by the Patriots and the Falcons coaching staffs this year. And that game again will be on Thursday the 2nd at 5:30. They got a whole bunch of events coming leading up to it. Good. Autograph signings, things with the kids from the Shriners. So that's pretty dope. Our UNLV Lady Rebels, big game for them coming up this Saturday. We take on UNR. Game is at 2. You can get $1 tickets if you purchase by Friday. If you are a kid in high school or younger with a valid Nevada school ID, you get free admission. There's going to be a special performance at halftime. They got red rally towels. They're going to give away 2,500 red shirts to the first people that walk in. And again, some free food and $2 beers. They do serve beer. That we were there the other day and we weren't sure if they served alcohol or not.
Well, they did. They definitely did. I just wasn't sure. Maybe that's why that guy was snoring behind me sometimes. But this is a good promotion and an excellent event. I mean,
that's great.
2,500 red shirts, $2 beers. I mean, they're in a very tight, small venue. But the ladies probably would love to see the turnout be immense. So everybody just go out there, show support, because Lady Rebels are doing their thing. I mean, they are balling. So why
While
not go take advantage
the
of the
running
Saturday?
rebels are starting to tank it. The Lady
Oh,
Rebels
of
are
course.
keeping it pushing.
Yeah, Lady
But
Rebels.
before that event, though, there's a National Girls and Women's in Sports Day clinic. It's going to be right before that in the pavilion. I don't know if it's not the actual court, but it's the pavilion like practice area, Cox practice gym. So for 8th graders and younger, there's a clinic for young ladies. It's a variety of sports stations from several of the UNLV athletic varsity teams that'll be from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. There'll be a free lunch served by Taco Bell, and then you'll be able to go right into the Lady Rebels game immediately after. Registration for this event closes on Thursday, tomorrow. So if you have kids that are of age or know people, make sure they go onto the UNLV website, the athletic department's website, and try and get into that. I think that's dope. Celebrate these ladies, celebrate the kids, and get it going.
You okay on
no. They still got your Mexican pizzas?
Of course they do. You already know.
I don't listen. I don't eat a Taco Bell, but anyway.
Oh, you're too good for Taco Bell? Oh,
no, it's just not. Listen, they don't have like any turkey
nerve.
tacos or nothing. They don't got turkey tacos.
I don't eat Taco Bell. Bougie.
I mean, I'd rather have Roberto's personally.
Ugh. And I've gotten sick off of that at certain locations. Not all Roberto's is great Roberto's.
I hear you, but them
so
$2 Taco Wednesdays they used to have her banging. The Vegas Golden Knights have lost their last 2 games. They've lost the last 5 of 6. We are holding on by a point in the Pacific Division in the first place. The Kraken have it cracking. Listen, the Kraken have been stepping up, and they are literally 1 point behind us, and we are struggling. So I don't know what Vegas Golden Knights need to do. Maybe this All-Star break is going to be helpful for them to get a little relaxation or to get a break and renew. But
they go on some road
They better
games.
figure it out.
Like
they better figure it out. Yeah, well, they haven't been winning at home, so maybe the road games help.
Yeah, it's gonna have to. They're gonna have a choice. Try to make it work. Maybe they're sick off of Robin Leonard. Maybe they're upset about that. Maybe they're going through a thing about how could he have all these snakes and be in so much debt, and why didn't he tell us and we could have helped brother out, or maybe they got that going on. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Man,
I'm just speculating some stuff. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, they are on the road.
Shout out to Sports for You. Thank you. We appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I don't know. And then for any of us that are still following our lights, our soccer team here, they did announce the coach. He was our interim coach and assistant coach last year. So Isidro Sanchez will be returning. We also have former Lights player Juan Carlos Garcia, who's going to be assistant coach, and former UNLV and Lights players Julian Portugal will be the club's performance coach, and Romelio Gomez will be the goalkeeper coach. We still have open tryouts this weekend, the 28th, 29th at Cashman Field, because the Lights' main thing is that they always have at least one player that's from Vegas that went to school in Vegas that's playing for the Lights. So again, they're not even playing at home until May this year. So
because they got XFL and stuff going on. Okay, so anybody that's following the Warriors game, it's Memphis and Golden State playing right now, NBA action. It is 16-16. It's very early, tied up. It's a home game for the Warriors, so hopefully there won't be any fights on the sidelines, and there won't be any losers from the Golden State side.
You know, because that Philly-Brooklyn game that just went off, they had 5 technicals in like the first quarter or first half. That was intense. That reminded me of some old basketball.
They give techs for just shooting a look these days. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. They give flavor runs for just shooting a look at a different. It's just so crazy, these calls. But that was a pretty good game. I mean, I only watched the tail end of it till.
You know, Ben Simmons came back and it happened to be against Philly. So, you know, Philly was all into it.
I saw that. So I'm sitting there looking crazy. It's Ben Simmons.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? We can talk about basketball since we're already here, though. So Brandon Ingram came back, I think, tonight versus the Wolves. He's been out for the last 2 months. Danny Green's supposed to come back next week. He's been out for 8 months.
That does nothing for me in my fantasy league. Oh, keep going though. Sorry. For my fantasy league. When is Jaylen Brown coming back? When is Cat
we don't know.
Back? When is Kevin Porter Jr. coming back? Like, these are the people that I have.
I don't think Kevin Porter Jr. was out for long. Is he just out because of his brother's like situation, his personal reasons?
Not Michael Porter, Kevin.
Oh, they said Michael Porter Jr.
No, I said Kevin. And that's who's on my fantasy league, and that's who I need back in action. Like, I'm losing in these leagues, you guys, and I don't appreciate these timelines. Marcus Smart, in and out, in and out. Make up your mind.
I mean, is LeBron on your team? Because at least he's scoring points.
LeBron's not on my team. No, I didn't want him. I didn't want him. I feel bad for those that have AD, though, because I knew AD was not going to be a great pick to have.
Well, he's supposed to be coming back today, right?
Is he?
I think he was supposed to be coming back today.
On injury. No.
Really?
I think he's still on street clothes. When I looked today at my lineup and who I'm playing against, they still had him in red.
Yeah, because it was reported he was supposed to be back today.
Well, street clothes decided he had a better outfit he wanted to show off, so he's not coming back tonight.
He had one more he needed to show off.
One more he needed to flex on and show off. Yeah. But I'm just sick of these injuries. It's crazy. It's too early in the season. Why are these players getting injured so soon? What is the strengthening and conditioning looking like? What is the diet looking like?
It was the same thing during football this year too.
But something is on. Oh, he's on an 40-minute restriction.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Minutes restriction. So he is playing just a minutes restriction.
Yeah, minutes restriction. He's not okay. All right.
He's not fully back.
Oh, why even make the announcement?
He got one jean leg still in his jeans.
I don't even
put
care.
It that way.
I don't even care. He's gonna lose a shoe tonight. How about that? I'll predict that. He's gonna fall out of one of his shoes in a low post and he's gonna sit back down on the bench. That's what's gonna happen. I don't even care.
Oh man.
I don't even care. But it is up for discussion as to why these players are getting hurt so soon in the season. Like, it's just interesting to me. I don't know.
And speaking of your Lakers, can you talk to me kind of about your thoughts on the Hachimura trade?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I mean,
I was curious.
When
I saw that was the name, when I saw that was the first name that the Lakers go after.
I love the name, whatever. He's a 3-point shooter. He can shoot threes. He'd probably be the only one on the team
he's a forward.
He can defend in the low post. He's young. The defending is, to me, questionable, but he is a 3-point shooter.
Young legs. That's helpful.
Is he going to get the ball is the question.
I mean, he could at least give LeBron or AD a break
if
both of them were actually playing.
This man just scored 46 points the other night. Westbrook
and they still lost.
And because he was playing by himself. He doesn't give the ball to anybody else. It's LeBron against the Clippers. Like, you literally had to play all those minutes and score 46
But we know
points.
that's LeBron. That's how LeBron plays.
And I need Thomas Bryant to get more points. I need Coach Ham to put Thomas Bryant, because I have him in my fantasy, not to mention he's a good center. He's effective enough. Put him in the game more. Stop bitching him in the second half. It makes no sense. Oh, so frustrating. But anyway, to answer your question again about Ryu, no, I don't care.
Not it.
He can shoot threes.
I just figured like you guys were actively in this free agency market, and that was the first name that you guys pulled.
And then 2 draft picks. All right, great.
It ain't doing nothing now.
No.
Yeah.
Man's gonna sit up there and shoot 46 points. Try to win a game by himself.
So trade deadline is up on February 9th. Prior to that, the purchase of the Sun and Mercury is going to most likely be gone through. So that's a good thing. Matt, what's his name? Ishibia. So he would be having over a 50% stake ownership in both the Sun and Mercury. He is the CEO of United Wholesale Mortgage out of Michigan. He also was a walk-on for Michigan State and was part of their 2000 national championship team. I didn't know that, but he's got about $4 billion he's putting into these teams. So we'll see how that goes. Also, can you believe it's almost all like it's crazy that you've got Pro Bowl, NHL All-Star, followed by NBA All-Star. So this year they're switching it up a little bit. Not only will they be doing a live draft of the roster, but they're doing it right before tip-off. So usually it was like a few days beforehand, they would go live on TNT and they would do, and the captains would pick their team. This year they're literally doing it before the game. So little twist action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, LeBron and Giannis are the two favored, but the official votes and tallies will be put in, and I think it's going to be on TNT tomorrow night for those official captains. So
All-Star games are very exciting when it's basketball.
Yeah, it's just like February. February is like an all-star sports month. Back to back to back to back.
Sports never dies. Sports never dies.
Can we talk about your guy Shaq though?
Baby hairs.
Shaq made a bet with Candace. I can't remember who he was betting on, but he said they would score 50 points, and he lost, so he had to get baby hairs. And then there you see Candace getting his baby hairs right. Listen, Shaq will do whatever he can on TV, and I'm here for it. Always for it. It's so good. It's enjoyable.
Shaq in a fool.
Shacked in a fool.
I don't think that was a good bet. I think he should have had a whole slew of them and turned into sideburns. Like, I feel like they should have been all the wavy sideburns. That's what I would have liked to have seen. Baby hair was cool, just like a stick-on, extra hair piece. But I would have liked to have seen him have the whole sideburn action, like a lot of our girls are rocking. I needed a whole crown sideburn.
That might have been too much time than hair and makeup had for him. They might only have like 5 minutes to plaster that little piece on right there.
Maybe, but I would have liked to have seen that.
I mean, you saw Candace; she had to go fix it. Like, they didn't have time to style it for him or nothing. So
yeah, because they made that bet a while back, wasn't that like? Was that at the beginning of the season?
I feel like he's made a couple of these bets. From what the clip said, it sounded like he's made a couple of the bets for baby hairs, and so this is the one that he's lost. I don't know. Yeah,
I want to see the baby sideburns next time. I want to see all sideburn action, at least on one side. Something that would have had me going.
So I think it's time to get in some football, and nothing can do it better than watching a little Gridiron Heights and the playoff losers party. So here you go.
I'd like to order a private plane. Destinations Miami, San Fran, Vegas, Foxborough. What is that noise?
It's easy money, and you barely have to play.
Yeah, but Indianapolis.
Hear me, Aaron.
Looks like that one hit the floor.
Why is your body making those noises?
I'm doing a laughing, Tom. I'm happy. Turns out during the playoffs, everyone else stays in Gridiron Heights and gets along. Have a cold one.
Why? To be relatable on late night TV?
Everyone's welcome. Isn't that right, Russ? We also got catering.
The Jets are happy to sponsor the off-season dance contest for the 12th straight year! I wish Super Bowl expectations were this low!
Could have been worse.
I love it here!
Look, watch.
Oh! It's all good. I'm about to be Kirk Cousins rich.
Look, the kicker's brain's starting.
It's okay. We play tag!
Sorry, we weren't here sooner. We accidentally beat the Bucks.
Is it really not all about winning?
Yo, we're trying to rest for the playoffs that we're still in.
Our apologies.
Losing sucks!
Everyone, get them! So, how's Devontae?
Oh, you didn't hear? We broke up.
Oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, think you never got over an old flame. Go to him, Aaron.
But
I wouldn't be Derek Carr if I didn't love love. Now go to him before it's too late.
Go to him, Aaron. Go to him before it's too late. You didn't miss your best part?
No, I saw it. I don't know what Aaron, but to talk about Aaron Rodgers, they're talking very speculatively about him coming to the Raiders too. I don't know how that's gonna.
Well, he mentioned during the Pat McAfee show that he'd be willing to adjust his current contract if he decides to play in 2023. But,
of course he would.
Of
course he would.
That's
always a contract up with him.
And it's a lot different than what Tom Brady's doing, because he's out there, getting pissed off about people asking him what's going on with him in the butt, if he's staying or not, because he had a few F-bombs to drop with Tim Gray on his daily podcast. So he said, if I was going to F and do it, I would have already F and done it. I'm taking a day at a time. I appreciate you asking. Thanks.
Well, that's true. He would just go out and say something, but not for nothing on Tom Brady. It's not entirely his fault. His line.
Well, and he's not going to say it the day after, a week after the games or nothing.
Yeah,
like usually that's
true.
Something that they say during the spring or prior to any kind of,
Well, people want to know, it's just poking the bear a little bit. Everybody's got to have a journalistic story.
Everybody wants to know.
They do.
Everybody,
We're in an age of now transparency of everything. We just need to know right then and now. We need the instant gratification of knowing.
So the Niners beat the Cowboys 19-12. They're going to face the Eagles in Philly.
Thank God.
Nick Bosa now says that the America's team strikes again. What was even more funny is the Cowboys official Twitter is the one that posts this, saying that Prescott gave away the ball twice in a narrow loss to the Niners in a matchup the Cowboys had a chance to win if they didn't again generate self-inflicted wounds. Listen.
Hey, he and Romo are the exact same. Does anybody realize
Jerry knows how to pick them. Jerry stands behind these guys for some reason.
They are 0 for whatever in divisional play. They are 0-2 for playoff. I mean, they're the same people.
And what's hilarious is that Maher actually missed another kick to start off the game. Like he missed,
I wonder if somebody placed a bet on the sports book for that line. For that.
And what I couldn't believe was this picture. I actually had to Google because I thought there had been more than 2 playoff wins in 7 years for Dak. I thought maybe it was 3 because I feel like we were one of them. Maybe they don't count wild card. I don't know. But 7 years, 2 playoff wins.
That's the same as Romo.
8 games and 2 playoff wins.
That's the same as Romo. That's the same as Romo too. Tony Romo was the exact same.
Legit. And Twitter was on fire over Dak and the Cowboys. You know what's funny is that Zeke,
somebody, you know.
I mean, he's a good person to blame. He threw 2 interceptions in a close game. Like, come on. I don't know.
The thing of it is
Zeke wasn't. You know, Tony Pollard gets injured and he's out. You know, if they would have continued to be out for this season, he has to get surgery.
I mean, I get the blame, but they're just blaming blame everybody. Don't just blame Dak. Blame Mike McCarthy. Blame Jerry, and do not take it out on your TV. Because your TV did nothing to you.
Listen, good segue, Mo. Good segue. Good segue.
What's the point of the TV?
I don't know if Cowboy fans just...
I agree with you. Be mad at the whole O-line for real. Except
be mad at everybody. I mean,
in defense.
Listen,
but be mad. You know.
I'm curious if Cowboys fans like put aside like a broke TV or one that they're not very fond of just to wait to break it at the end of the season, because I'm going to show you these 2 videos and I just don't see like what's the point? Like, was it really that serious?
Do to you? That's what I want.
What did
it do? Oh my God. What are you doing? What the? Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God.
The video cut off, but he comes back and runs over it.
Okay, so these are the same fans that say they're going to the Super Bowl every year. So the ones that are destroying their TVs are the same ones that be spouting out that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. So we see there's a special case of Cowboy fans out there.
I know Cowboy fans are special, period, but how do you just want to break your own TV? I mean, I don't want to break my TV, period.
These are the fans. These are them. Not all of them, but these are the ones that say that the Cowboys are going every Super Bowl every season. These are the ones. This is them.
Yeah.
They destroyed their TVs and then got to go to Costco the next day to pay $700 for a new one. And it ain't even tax season.
Wait until Black Friday being pissed off. It ain't even
tax season yet. You know what I mean?
The Cowboys have been losing for years. How can fans really be that mad?
Because
I agree.
They are delusional.
Delusional.
And they are so on this Cowboy
They will
thing.
sell you. They will try to sell you on that dream.
Listen,
every September.
Shorts, sir. They're still wearing the long denim
and the Jordan 13s.
They're still wearing those outfits. So to ask that question, it's indicative to the outfit. The outfit tells it all. You got to be a special somebody if you're walking around with denim culottes on. And some
Everybody's special. Man, listen.
And a washed out Pop Warner looking Emmett Smith jersey. You got to be that guy. Because that's them.
It's them. That's beyond them.
And again, you take it out on your TV. Like, you turn the channel to the TV, sir. Like, well, what did the TV do to you?
Yeah.
TV did its job. Your team didn't do their job. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen to Mike McCarthy. Is he going to have a job or is he not?
They said his job so far is safe.
Okay.
So if there's no changes to your coach and your quarterback and your running back.
They said Jerry was crying.
I don't know.
And did somebody check on your strong friends like Mattress Mac? Because I need people to check on your strong
he was
friends
hot.
that bet $2 million on the Cowboys. Check on your strong friends.
I mean, he took 2 L's in a row. First the TCU and then the Cowboys.
He's not winning with Texas. Oh, bet on the Astros in this season so they can lose. So I'll keep it rolling. We would love that. Don't stop betting, Mattress Mac. That's what
we don't need them Astros winning no more.
Because he dropped $2 million on that game, and I'm sure he's a little sick.
And the other side of it, the AFC side, which I don't think, some were surprised. I think more so surprised by the amount and the domination. The Bengals beat the Bills 27-10.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, I was surprised that the Bills didn't seem like they were trying. You got you got Hamlin in the stands saying hi to the team. He's been there. Everybody's there. Bills
Hamlin.
Mafia.
You know the theory. The theory that wasn't Hamlin in the box.
Really?
You hear about that? We'll talk about it. Anyway, about the
wrap
game.
some tinfoil around my head. Conspiracy theories.
They played in the snow. Bengals were playing in the snow. Bills played in the snow. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And the thing of it
is, Bills got played in the snow.
They were playing, like frolicking in the snow. Cincinnati showed up to play in the snow. Like they were playing in the game. Like they were all in. And one thing about the Bengals people don't understand, they've been to the Super Bowl before. That freshman jitters for Joe Burrows is done.
I think it was just the beginning of their season and how slow their season started that kind of threw people off.
They had quite a few injuries, and that's good to start off slow. Why start off on a hot streak when you can build your momentum later to get to this point? And that's exactly what they did. I ain't mad at Joe Burrows. I think he's a stud. People were questioning Josh Allen all night. Stephon was even questioning his own boy.
Stephon was pissed
because he wasn't throwing the ball to him.
Stephon was
without
pissed.
the line, I don't know.
Well, and he's like, I'm not okay with losing. I'm not okay with playing like crap. I'm not okay with being like this. And I feel it. He's a competitor. He wants to be winning. He wants to be out there with his brother. Well, his brother lost too, so never mind.
And Kyle, I get it. They are a cold weather team that can play in cold weather, but they didn't. They didn't.
Yeah. That was his point, I think, but they can't.
They can't. That's what we were saying. They're frolicking. Yeah, they can play all day in it. Yeah, they are a cold weather team. So is Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a cold weather team too.
Donna went back to Mattress Mac and said, but he won them $70 million at the Astros. Yeah, he got some extra money to spend.
I hope he loses again this season. I hope the Texas.
Let him bet on the Mavericks next or something, or
bet on the Astros,
the Rockets.
Skip the basket. Bet on Mavericks and what you call it? The Rockets don't have a chance. I'm talking about these Astros. As we get into baseball season, that's the one I want him to lose on.
Yeah.
Because I don't want those Astros doing anything.
No. What was I saying? Oh, so I got one more video for football.
This is what I was going to say before you show the video. So, yes, there was rumors circulating, conspiracy theorists saying that DeMar Hamlin was legitimately not there. That DeMar Hamlin has actually passed on, and that this was a faux DeMar Hamlin to show up for appearances to bring good luck to the Bills team. And that came out as far as them losing that because his parent presence wasn't really there. That's why the Bills lost. So a whole bunch of conspiracy theorists are like, he's on oxygen.
The conspiracy theorists.
Why that was not him. He was all covered up. You couldn't see his face. That was a stunt double. That wasn't him. He was not there. He's not. Yeah.
Yikes.
All of that. I can't believe you didn't hear that. Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Bill's Mafia
wow. These conspiracy theorists, people, boy, they
it's a flat earth theorist. It's all of that. It's all of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were sitting on the flat earth, typing away on their banana, talking about DeMar Hamlin not being real. So yeah, that was the tea of that for the week.
Oh my goodness. I'm just realizing the time. I had a Benchwarmer Brand video. I love him. He got the eliminated quarterback club. I'll play a little bit. Let me see.
Yeah.
You're getting some fresh meat in here today. Oh, thank God. I can't keep dealing with this guy by myself. I just don't get why people keep comparing other quarterbacks to me. Derek Carr is eyeliner Kirk Cousins. Jimmy G is handsome Kirk Cousins. Mac Jones is Kirk Cousins. I'm an individual. Is he grittying while sitting down? This has been going on for days. I call it gritting down. That is awful. Hey, guys. Oh, look, it's mobile Kirk Cousins. Oh, come on. Let me guess. Eagles beat the shit out of you? Yeah, kinda. Also, what's the deal with Boston Scott? Why does he hate us so much? I don't know. You bang his mom? Not every New York quarterback bangs mom. It's boring. Oh, hey, speaking of quarterbacks no one thought would be in the playoffs. Hey, it's okay, Trevor. You and I are one and the same. Okay, we are not the same. Are you sure? Both highly drafted quarterbacks from the ACC who had rough starts to their NFL careers until a new head coach came in to right the ship and then help us win one playoff game before getting eliminated. And they do sound pretty similar. I'm gonna throw up, probably from all the Waffle House. I want to die. Wow, you're here again? You really can't finish this out, can you? Coming from Kirk Cousins. That's just tell Stefan I hope he's happy that he left us just to join the Vikings of the East. I can't believe Atlanta has to give out refunds for the AFC title game. It's fine. Atlanta's used to not having playoff games. Hey, when's that Purdy kid getting here? He's just a rookie, so he can't keep winning it. Dak, please tell me you're lost. Hey, look, it's Cowboy Kirk Cousins. Stop. I don't want to talk about it. That was a sick play you ran at the end of the game. I think Zeke may have a real future as a center if he can work on not getting run over like a squirrel on a busy freeway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy share a brain cell, and it wasn't Kellen's turn to use it. So I guess it wasn't your turn to use it when you threw those 2 interceptions. You're getting sassier, and I don't like it. Constantly losing in the playoffs makes a man crazy. Damn, I wouldn't know what that's like. Josh, is that true? Off.
Not the eyeliner on your car.
He said Cowboy Kirk Cousins. Mm-hmm. Not all New York quarterbacks screw moms. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. So, jeez. The WNBA the free agents are out and about. They're looking at teams. They're looking at where they want to go. One of them being Breanna Stewart. She is currently playing in Turkey, but is taking on meetings with the Storm, the Liberty, the Lynx, and the Mystics, and she's making charter air travel a key factor for her free agency, because people are saying that because if Brittany Griner is coming back, she'll probably need to fly private due to security concerns after her release. If she does fly private, then the league's going to have to address if the team flies private with her. And then if their team flies private, it's going to raise questions on the fairness for other teams in the league, which are already barred from flying private jets or private planes. What I didn't know, the Liberty were already fined $500,000 in 2022, which just last season, for chartering flights. I didn't realize the Liberty were doing it like that. But apparently it's going to be like $30 million for all teams to travel during the season. Stewie has said she would put up money from her NILs, her production hours, to ensure that travel is a priority for the players' health and safety. So if other players maybe are down to help support that, I don't know. It should be interesting. You got another one too, Candace Parker, free agent. Apparently she's coming to talk with the Aces as well.
Yeah, just talk too.
I don't see that one happening. I don't see how that's one. Just talk.
Like you said, she's coming to talk. Yeah, it's just going to be a conversation. Who are we going to give up for Candace Parker? Somebody's got to go.
I mean, we gave up De'Erica. We got two free agents that will be released. I don't know where they'd find the money.
That's not enough cap for her. So who else do we give up?
No idea. Maybe she's taking a break. Maybe she's taking a pay cut because she wants to win another championship and she knows we're going to get it. But if she goes to the sky, or if she goes to the sky, or her and Brianna go to the sky too, and I don't know. There's just so much going on.
I mean, it's meetings. That's the thing. These players meet with all just to hear stuff. It's just like you go on an interview or a headhunter gives you.
But if you got they're picking 3 or 4 teams. Now they're going to every team to see who got the best.
No. But you've got 3 that you can go and meet, and talk, and just hear what they got to say. Hear the little spiel. Hear what they want to say. I mean, I think with the things that are going on, and Candace Parker being a mother, and the whole scandal with De'Erica Hamby, I don't know for sure if that's going to be a solid go for her to stay here. Because they've got that little controversy going on. I don't know if they're going to talk about it. I don't know if she's going to bring it up. But
I'm sure she'd have to bring it up in conversation if it just kind of get their stake on it. But I don't know.
And they may not legally be able to because the WNBA is investigating. But it is one of those things that might have a question in the back of her mind. Like, do I really want to come to a team like this? If I wanted to have a family, this is the issues that we run into. Like, you know what I mean? So
is this the supportive network that I want to be a part of?
Yeah, exactly. Is this the organization that's ran by women? Do I want, you know what I mean? So FaceTime is FaceTime. She's going for FaceTime.
And congratulations to Sabrina Ionescu, who got engaged.
To a Raider.
Oh, hey.
Stand up.
Yes. So what was cool in the story is that she thought she was going to a GQ shoot. And like her agent was in on it, her PR, the makeup people, everybody was in on it. She got all prepared to walk out for this shoot. And lo and behold, he had the whole thing set up, and what an amazing background that is. So congratulations to her. Yeah. Before we get into some sneakers, I do want to give a big special girl power shout out to Jennifer King. As you know, she became the first Black female assistant position coach in the NFL back in 2020. She is now going to be the running back position coach for the Senior Bowl. So shout out to her and taking that on. She'll be coaching the national team's running backs.
Nice. And I have another girl power shout out that we didn't mention.
Okay.
Angel Reese from
Please.
LSU, who surpassed 20 double-doubles. We cannot not talk about.
And she's the one that had the shoe off and blocked the girl, right?
Yes, absolutely. And talked smack
and was talking that talk.
On that. Yes. So she.
And I think someone had posted like it's time to make talking smack in women's basketball okay. Like, why is that not a problem? If I don't see why you can't.
I mean, the
talk
men
smack.
get teched on it. The guys in football get penalties for taunting. I mean, it's a taunt.
But that's taunting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I felt like it was.
Taunting is the same thing. You talk.
So give her a tech, but I'm thinking people are trying to tell her not to be talking like that, not to be doing that. Maybe because it's not unladylike. You know, people.
It's women's sports. It gets aggressive. This is basketball.
It definitely gets aggressive. You know, some people out there don't think it does.
It's not any masculine energy coming in. But anyway, long story short,
you know how they are.
She surpassed trivial fouls this past Monday night playing Alabama State. Had 20 double. It was like 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third quarter. She had already reached the benchmark of 20 double doubles. So, yeah, she
Good
is.
for her.
Yeah, she's a beast, and I just had to give her flowers because that was just amazing. And we didn't even talk about Bronny's NIL deal, which is astounding. Did you hear his deal?
No, what's his deal?
Millions, 7 million.
From who?
I don't know who he's getting NIL from. I just saw it. It was actually early this week.
What's up to Coach Dante? We are good. Thank you for tapping in. We appreciate you.
Hey.
Again, for all those out there that are watching and listening, you got to check out the Sports Empire Network. We are now connected with the great people over there. A lot of great sports podcasts to check out. So if you're watching us, watch them and all those. You can go to Sports Empire Network. They have a Facebook page you can follow to get all of their podcasts. Some sneaker drops. Since we're not going to be here next week, I did have to do a couple extras because it's like 2 weeks worth of sneakers. So I just want to go through them briefly for you. Let's see. The Disney and Adidas have a Cheshire Cat. The Campus 80s are coming out on January 27th. They even have the cool little tags there for the tongue of the Cheshire Cat's like teeth, as well as his smiling face.
You got the collection. Here we go.
Yes, you got the End and Puma Clyde OG Classic collection. These will be back on January 27th. So for all those old Puma heads out there, you can re-up on some classic designs and some colors. Those colors are looking nice. The Jordan 2 Low Responsibility. These will drop on the 28th. I don't know about Litzy, but I know she may want these. The Bad Bunny and the Adidas collection, the Adidas Campus. These will be out on January 28th. I like the little double tongue there. And they have like a little fuzzy, I guess, bunny kind of replica looking hair there. I don't know. The Air Max 90s, the SC, the snake skin swoosh. In that top left picture, you can see that they got the snake skin swoosh as well as some different fabrics along with the dope little colorway for the Nike Air Max for all the Air Max fans out there. Where's all the Oregon Duck fans at? So the Nike Dunk Lows, these are the reverse Brazil, aka the Oregon. These will be out on February 1st. Oh, those snakeskin swooshes are also February 1st.
These refs are so why are you even showing these? You might as well skip to the next one. These refs are out of control. They really are. They are not even making valid calls. Like, come on. The man literally was holding him.
But they were making bad calls in the previous game too.
I feel like they're
refs
all on
have
the
been
same
bad.
cycle. I swear to God, they're all on the same cycle.
It is what it is. Okay.
So the score is 35-34. Memphis down one. They're going to the line.
All right.
Something's going on.
So Serena Williams helped design this crew and the Nike Air Tempo, Air More Tempo, Up Tempo, the denim. These will be out February 1st.
You might as well skip those. They are not cute.
You know, I just put them there because there's
I don't know who's getting them. I'm going to talk about you if you get them. I'm talking about everybody who gets those.
Oh, I don't do up tempos. I don't do up tempos. No. Air Jordan 2s, the Lucky Greens. These are probably the 1-2s that I may want in my collection because I don't like 2s, but I got a thing for greens. So the Lucky Green, these will be out on the 3rd of February. No, they'll be out in a few days.
Wow.
No. But I'll get them in time for St. Patrick's Day. The Jordan 5s, the Aquas, these will be released on the 4th. They will also be in all full family sizes. So you can check out the 5s here. The Aquas will be out on the 4th. You know, Nike on before Valentine's Day, they have Valentine's Day drops. So you got this Valentine's Day collection here. You got more up tempos that we know Mo loves. You got the Air Trainers there on the top left, and you also
don't be
got
putting
the
lies
Dunk
out
Lows.
there to the audience. You know I don't like none of these.
I mean, the Dunks ain't too bad. I like that pink and maroon. That's kind of nice.
Anyway, keep going.
And then you also got the Dunk Low pink Paisleys will also be out on the 7th. So all those Valentine's Day sneakers are all dropping on the 7th of February. So
Sadie Hawkins, kids, get your sneakers.
We called it Tolo where I was from. It was Twin Tolo. We didn't have Sadie Hawkins.
Well, we have Sadie Hawkins. You're in Vegas now, Sadie Hawkins.
I know. All right.
Sadie Hawkins, Girls Reverse, Tolo. Get your sneakers, y'all. You used to be able to walk in any
get it together.
Get a pair of Dunks.
You can't no more.
Now you gotta fight for your Sadie Hawkins.
Oh man. Hey, so that's gonna be our show for today. Just a reminder, there's no show next week. We'll be back on the 8th? We'll be back on the 8th. So catch some replays, check out the Sports Network, and we'll catch y'all in a couple weeks. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, everybody, for tapping in and joining the chat. We really appreciate you guys always.
Catch the replay if you want to watch it. Yes. If not, go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch the videos, because we believe that our videos are better than the audio. But do whatever you gotta do to make it happen. All right.
Hey, make that
you guys have a good one.
And tell your friends. We out.
Bye.